So today is going to be the last trading day for the first week of September. And we are planning to finish out this week very, very strong within the green. In terms of all the trades that we ended up making this week already, we are already up collectively over 1,500% plus return with our overall system. And we ended up adding to many of the winners, which increased the gains. I'm going to be going over all the trades that we ended up making these past 2 days towards the end of this video, recapping them, breaking them down, explaining to you, the overall trades in the price action and the curriculum. But first things first, we're going to get into the game plan, and I'm going to prepare you to trade the best setups at the best prices. I'm going to show you how to determine and confirm if the overall trend is going to be bullish or bearish heading into tomorrow, and the key strategies with the key levels on what to use with the overall trend. For those of you who are serious about making money, make sure that you use this overall game plan, use this overall information, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get straight into the analysis. So in terms of the overall SPY, this is what I want to bring awareness to. Right now, as you can see, the market is attempting to gap up above the previous closing price. So we ended up closing at 649.12 towards those all-time highs, and right now we are at 650.57. So in terms of the overall game plan, this is what I want to bring awareness to. The stock market is setting up for a highly predictable, lucrative trading opportunity heading into tomorrow. In the daily chart pattern, along with the 10-day, 30-minute chart, I'm going to walk you through this, man. It's going to be a very simple trading day. Even though we're at all-time highs, there's highly predictable, lucrative trading patterns. So first things first, I'm going to be breaking down the daily chart. Then I'm going to be dissecting the 10-day, 30-minute chart, and I'm going to walk you through everything it is that I'm seeing. So in terms of the overall SPY, this is the daily chart pattern that I wanted to bring awareness to. As you can see, this daily candlestick right here looks very similar to this daily candlestick right here. And then the next day, when the SPY gapped up, which means it opened up higher than the previous closing price, 649.12, as you can see right here, it ended up having a strong bullish trend day, right? And then if you look at this overall pattern, you have 3 slanted daily bullish candlesticks. You have 3 slanted daily bullish candlesticks. Now, in terms of these 3 slanted daily bullish candlesticks, this is one thing that I want to mention heading into tomorrow. If the market is opening up flat or gapping down, it's going to try to flip bearish first. As long as it's staying below the previous closing price, drop first, then it's going to attempt to have a bullish recovery at one of our break and retest levels. As you can see in terms of pattern recognition, when we had these 3 slanted green bullish days, if the market maintained below the previous day highs, it sold off and then it recovered bullish. And then as you can see right here, we had 3 slanted green bullish days. Market ended up gapping down right here, sold off, and it closed towards the upper middle, attempting to close bullish. So the main points that I want to make in terms of this overall pattern is, if the SPY, forms this daily candlestick, and if it opens up with the gap up, it tends to be an overall bullish trend day. And just to show you, when it was on this slanted uptrend right here, what really broke it apart in terms of it not being like, in terms of it just being a strong bullish overall smooth trend day, no massive drops, what set it apart was the gap up. As you can see right here, as it was having this bullish uptrend, it started to take off again once it formed this daily candlestick. So this one looks even more identical to the one that I just showed you. This daily candlestick right here, when it gapped up, strong bullish day, dropped a little bit into the close, right? For probably a phenomenal opportunity to scalp some puts during power hour trading session if you know how to get in towards the top, right? So with this daily candle right here, and with this daily candle right here, gap up, strong bullish. Gap up, strong bullish. If we gap up, strong bullish, right? But with this overall trend right here, slanted green, open up flat, or maintain below previous day highs, drops first, spikes back. And then as you can see right here, overall bullish 3 candles, gaps down the next day, sells off, starts to recover bullish into the close. So that's what the daily chart pattern is stating. The easiest play is going to be the open heading into tomorrow. the most easy trade you can make is literally going to be in the open. If you're red tomorrow at open, it's not a good sign. It's really not a good fucking sign. If you are red during the market open heading into tomorrow, it's not a good sign. I would say heading into tomorrow, it would be extremely unusual if we were red, man. It really would be, because in terms of this morning setup that's setting up, we are setting up for a massive morning win above 100%, and we can add to the win to double the gains, and we could set profit stops to ensure that we don't go green to red and to protect those extra, gains that we're planning to make. It's going to be a phenomenal morning, and we're going to finish out this week very, very strong in the green, man. So it's as simple as that. Everyone needs to wake up extremely early heading into tomorrow, and you guys need to take this morning trade idea, because you're going to print money at the speed of light. Losing is genuinely a personal choice, and this overall game plan should set the tone heading into tomorrow. So if the SPY is gapping down or just maintaining below 649 at the open, this is going to be the game plan. We're going to be buying put options. Right? I explained to you the two patterns that it can be. For a strong bullish trend day, it needs to gap up, it needs to open up higher. So first things first, let's go over the put game plan. If the market is staying below this level right here, 649.12, if we're staying below this level right here and we start to drop, we start to react bearish, you start to see lower highs in between this zone right here, 649.12 to 648. If market is maintaining below this, reacting bearish, buy the puts. If you're seeing red, green, red, 30-minute chart, buy the puts. If you're seeing red, double green, red, buy the puts. If you're seeing red, bearish, 30-minute candlestick confirmations, lower highs, breakdown, retest, buy the puts. As long as it's opening up flat, reacting bearish, going and staying below the levels, or just gapping down in general, that's your put zone. Now, in terms of the massive sell-off that we're looking for begins once 648 reacts bearish, So if we go below 648, just get in on the puts. That's the cleanest way to enter this, man. If we start to go under 648, buy the puts, and we're going to get a clean pullback into the 646 range. Take profit. Set profit stops. That's your game plan for puts. Use the information, you'll print at the speed of light. Now, in terms of the game plan for calls, if the market is gapping up and opening up higher than the previous closing price, the main focus is going to be buying call options only, right? So if the market's reacting bullish and we're gapping up, we're maintaining above the previous closing price, we're going to be looking for call options. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back throughout that daily chart pattern, and I'm going to see in terms of good key levels of interest. So basically what it's showing is whenever it formed that pattern, if it opened up with a massive gap up, it didn't really come back down to the previous closing price. It was more of just a gap and go at open where you would buy at a higher level, gap and go at the open where you would buy at a higher level. So we're going to stick with that, but we do need to be a little bit aware that we are at, some all-time highs. But in terms of this pattern and what it's stating, within some time, it's going to attempt to try to break out, but it really needs that gap up. So in terms of the levels, if SPY's opening up above 650, 650.50, a nice little gap up, ideally like 650.50 plus, then, the key levels for calls are going to be slightly above the previous closing price. Could say like 649.40 to 70, right around this range right here would be the call zone. And then in terms of your higher call zone, this would be another phenomenal level, 650.30. And then the absolute most would be like 651. Now, one thing I want to add, and you can use this heading into the pre-market and heading into tomorrow, if we are having a gap up, it might not drop back to these levels. So heading into the morning, one thing you can look for is look to see where the SPY had a nice little breakout, like say it had a break above 651 and it went to like 652 or 653. If it drops back down and retest the higher level, that could be your key level. But another clear signal in terms of timing for the call options would be if the SPY is gapping up, in the morning. It would be more so of kind of just getting in at the morning rather than trying to wait for a pullback and getting at the best price. But obviously, if it were like extremely overbought, then it's best to just kind of give it some time, wait for things to settle, but still look to go for a higher level. I mean, in terms of like extremely overbought, like a key whole round number, like 655, that'd be extremely overbought. But just keep your eyes on like, 651, 650.30, that overall zone. And then anything above that, what I would recommend is, just look for a strong breakout above a resistance level. Look for like a 1.5 breakout. And when it drops back down to retest, that's your higher level. And then just look to buy the calls. And you're looking to get in no matter what towards the market open. So the key time is going to be early into the day. Think like market open to like 10:30, key time, and think higher levels. Preferably, a lower higher level, but just focus on the overall higher levels. Look for some sort of pullback to buy as well. Look for just bullish confirmations if there is no pullback. And the key time for everything is going to be early into the morning for these two plays that I've just given you. So that's how you determine if it's going to be a bullish or bearish trend day heading into the market open. It should be fairly simple, where everybody watching this video should be able to be green with this information if you're applying the overall curriculum that I've been recapping on our overall trades, and that I'm going to recap towards the end of this video, right? For those of you who want to keep on learning how we're doing this, the 10-day, 30-minute chart. So that's the market open game plan, how to determine if the trend is bullish or bearish. And another thing that I want to note is, if the trend is bearish, what's going to be the key oversold level to buy calls on? Because if the trend is bearish, the market is supposed to have an overall recovery. It doesn't mean it's going to try to close green, but it is going to try to have some sort of bounce. You can see right here when we had these 3 green candlesticks and it gapped down, it sold off first, then it had a nice recovery. The recovery was literally from 643 all the way to a close of 645, a nice 2-point recovery, right? And in terms of here, when we had a similar situation and in terms of the overall recovery, you're going to see right here, let's get into this. When the market was just sitting right around here, it dropped to 615.50 and it ended up closing at 1670. So if the market reacts bearish, if we're opening up flat or with the gap down and we go under 648, we're all going to buy puts, clean, easy play, right? Calls is going to be a tad bit more difficult, in terms of like, we are at all-time highs, a little bit overbought, a little bit overextended. But if we gap up, it's supposed to be a strong bullish trend day. What makes it a little bit more difficult is the levels, because we're at all-time highs and it's overbought, which is why I told you, like, focus on higher levels and focus on strategy. If you just see a break above the resistance, a break above any resistance level at all-time highs, and it goes like 1.5 point spike, if it drops back down and retouches, it's getting calls. But it's just the keynote for calls is, like I said, it could be more of a situation where it's just like you kind of just have to get in for a gap and go towards the open, and you can try to scale into a pullback, so maybe look to size in lighter if your account is small, right? If you don't want to miss out on the play, look to size in lighter, and then you could scale into it. If it drops, you don't go too far out in that particular situation. Or you can just literally buy calls, and if it drops, just buy a second strike. That's what we like to do. We'll just buy a second strike, and both of the strikes will go in the money. Obviously, we'll make a lot more money on the second one, especially when we add to the winners. And we're making more on the second one because we'd be buying at a much lower price, and it would be a lot cheaper as time has passed, and it would print like insane, right? But since we're trading the trend, both of the strikes will go in the money and still print, right? So those are some things as well you can add to the information. In terms of like simplicity, the easiest play would actually be puts, because it's just such a clear entry. See, that's the difference. The play on calls, it's more about time. It's more of time where you just getting that open, but history repeats in similar cycles. So it could drop first, and then you look to buy a second strike or just scale into the first play, right? Calls is a little bit more tricky because it's like the pattern is saying that it's supposed to be a gap and go bullish. It's just people are going to be hesitant to get in on a gap and go at all-time highs, and it could still drop first. But overall, regardless, if we gap up and you literally just buy calls towards open and then it drops towards one of the lower levels, you can just scale in on that strike and then just buy a second strike. We would just look to buy the second strike, hold both strikes, and then add to the second strike, add to the winner. and just print like crazy. That's what we would look to do, right? It's just in terms of beginner style, heading into tomorrow, it's going to be a lot easier to make money if the market reacts and opens bearish, but it's still going to be fairly easy to make money if it opens up and reacts bullish, because it's supposed to be a gap and go. It's just what makes it a little bit difficult is the timing situation. It's literally saying that it could be a situation where, it's just a gap and go and it spikes directly at market open. So heading into the market open tomorrow, make sure all this is fresh in your mind, and make sure you're well equipped with risk management and what you plan to do with the 2-strike idea on the calls. And then the puts is a lot simpler and easier, to make money on. But the calls is still simple and easy to make money on, because it's supposed to be a strong bullish gap and go. It's just the difficulty isn't really the timing. It's a mix of the timing, but the more difficulty is just like, if history doesn't repeat an exact cycle, it's going to try to drop first. And that's literally what we had in terms of Wednesday. It started to drop first, and we just held the play, and it went up multiple 100%. It's fucking amazing, man. Trading the trend. Gonna go over that towards the end. But just keep all that in mind. For those of you who are a beginner, just keep all that in mind. You literally gotta hold these plays, man. So now the oversold level for calls, if the market reacts bearish, these are the best levels. So whenever the market drops to this level, just buy calls. This is an auto buy level. Whenever it happens, just get in on the calls. 641.50, 641.50 to 642.30. Right here, just automatically buy calls. This is an auto buy zone. When the market drops to this zone, automatically buy calls. You'll be green. You'll print money at the speed of light. That's the level. That's the best level for calls if the market's reacting bearish. Now, in terms of higher levels that I want to bring awareness to, we ended up closing at 649. In terms of the higher levels, it would be the break and retest levels that really weren't tested, which is going to be this 644 zone right around here. And then also keep your eyes on 645. Very, very key. 646 is another break and retest zone. It's more on the higher side. It's a little steep. Only do it if the market is sitting at this level later into the day after it already sold off. So again, if SPY sells off and you see, towards the middle of the day, past 12 to 1 p.m., even better towards power hour, there's supposed to be a 2-point spike. So just remember, heading into tomorrow in terms of the close, if the market gaps up, it's supposed to be an overall bullish close. Look for dips to buy. Last minute plays, look for a quick put if it's at major resistance for a small drop into the close. That would be like literally last 30 minutes into the close. If we're sitting towards the top, look for some sort of play on puts for a small drop into the close, right? Overall, if we do react bearish, look for an opportunity to buy calls, and it's going to try to spike 2 points. So you can literally think something like this on a slightly smaller scale, where the SPY is sitting, oh my gosh, it's like, dude, I give people the opportunity to get rich for fucking free. It's like, man, I literally give them information that makes them so fucking successful and self-sufficient. It's like, look at this. This was the level where I literally told everyone to buy calls. I literally said, if SPY gaps up, we are buying calls at 642. That was the overall level, 642, 641. We're all buying calls if SPY gaps up. SPY gapped up. It went all the way to 644, and I told you it was going to be a strong bullish trend day. It dropped all the way back down to the break and retest level right here at 641 in the pre-market. Right here, break and retest, 641.50, 641, right? Look, green, red, green. You seeing this, man? Green, red, green. The exact bottom. Green, red, green. The exact bottom. At the break and retest, and then a strong bullish close. So again, heading into tomorrow, if SPY has a big drop into the close, whether it's a bullish day or a bearish day, get in on the calls. Get in on the calls later into the day, ideally past 3 p.m., and look at the levels. So the main way I would consider the higher level, again, this is the absolute highest level I would consider calls on. The absolute highest worst one, which could be the best one in terms of timing, because timing is a variable in this, You know, sometimes the worst levels could actually be the best levels to get in because timing matters. And I explained to you in terms of timing, the key times that you need to be aware of heading into tomorrow is market open. You need to be aware of if we gap up, it's likely going to try to, just keep on going up. It's likely going to try to just keep on going up, which means the higher levels could be good levels, right? Use break and retest towards pre-market levels. Look at those levels as well, right? And then heading into the close, if the market had a bearish day, if it stayed below 649, had a bearish day, this would be the higher level. So the point is, into the close, if the market has a bearish day, you're looking for an opportunity on calls right here at one of the levels. Whatever level it's sitting at or wherever it's forming the bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations, green, red, green, double red, green, bullish engulfing, 646.50 is your highest level. Your middle level, 645. Your lower level is below 644. Absolute lowest level, 642 to 641.50. Those are your levels to buy calls on a bearish trend day. On a bearish trend day, we're only looking to buy the calls if the best confirmations are there towards the middle of the day, but the best play is this. Just wait towards the end. If the SPY is sitting at an oversold level, it's going to try to spike 1.5 to 2 points from the lows. So if you see the SPY literally sitting at the fucking lows towards 2 p.m., towards 3 p.m., and you're seeing the bullish confirmations, buy the calls. And again, on a play like this, we don't have to time it perfectly. We can literally buy SPY calls first because they're cheaper and lower risk. And if it drops at first, we're still going to print, right? So just think about it like this. This is how I want you to think about it. Let's say this idea that I just explained to you, let's say when SPY was at 642 right here, we decided to buy SPY calls. We bought SPY calls at 642. It dropped all the way down to 640.50. Our calls are easily down, market's getting ready to close. Calls are easily down 50, 60%, right? We hold the SPY calls. They're cheap and low risk, and we tend to buy SPY first, especially before 3:30 p.m. Then, once there's a better confirmation that the trend in the play is still going to work out, we get in on SPX, and then we get in on SPX towards the exact lows, and we add to the winners, man. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking to do that on a bearish trend day into the close, if it's sitting at one of the levels, or if it's just forming bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations at close or to a slightly different level. That's the game plan, man. I'm telling you, if you use this information, you are going to finish out this week very, very strong within the green. And you're going to genuinely be questioning, why haven't I been using these levels and this information and this curriculum every single day? There's not a single person on this fucking planet who is giving you the simplest, easiest information to make money within the stock market. This is all self-taught. This is all curriculum that I've learned and figured out on my own. I've even had members tell me some of the curriculum is in books that they read. I didn't read the books. I wouldn't know, but I looked it up and they're like, yeah, I'm right. Some of the shit is in the fucking books, and some of it isn't. So with that being said, this is how I read the market. If you use this information, you're going to be green. And I'm telling you, losing is going to be genuine a choice. You're literally going to see everything I fucking say is going to fucking happen. And if you're fucking red, that's all you. Because trading is a lot more than just, levels, game plans, curriculum, confirmations. At the end of the day, if you don't have risk management, it doesn't matter how good your trading is. It doesn't matter how confident you are in that trade or in the group. It doesn't fucking matter. If you don't have risk management, you have absolutely no reason to be in the trading space. You're better off going into a fucking casino because that's where someone would belong if they don't have any risk management, which is completely fine. If you just want to gamble and go to the casino and blow all your money away, if that's how you guys want to live, that's completely fucking fine. But please don't bring that energy and don't bring that shit into our fucking group and into our fucking community, because some people take the stock market very, very serious and they make money non-fucking stop and they print at the speed of fucking light. So it's all your fucking choice on how you want to use the stock market, but I'm telling you, you join our group and you use these game plans, you're going to print money all fucking day. You're going to print money all fucking day. It's literally going to get to a point where you literally start to see all of your flaws as a trading. And you're literally going to find out quickly if trading's for you or not. Because you're going to say like, wow, all these levels work. All the curriculum works. This guy makes it so fucking simple. This shit works. And if you're still fucking red, that's all on fucking you. Maybe you've no risk management. Maybe your account's too fucking small. You get to decide on how much money you want to start with. It's all your fucking choice, man. But at the end of the day, this information prints money at the speed of light. This is the best curriculum, the best levels in the fucking business. How are you going to lose money when you have the best levels in the business to be buying? Literally buying calls at the exact fucking lows every single day, preparing you a day before the market opens, man. Look at the curriculum. Literally fucking, I said 641. I literally said 642 was the level, and SPY was supposed to close bullish if it gaps up. This is what the game plan said. SPY gapped up. It dropped back to the break and retest level zone right here. Green, red, green at the break and retest zone. And I said, SPY is supposed to close bullish if it fucking gaps up. Surely enough, it closed fucking bullish. And all the people who literally used my system, my levels, and my curriculum, they all got shit fucking rich on Wednesday because they said, okay, this was resistance. This was resistance. SPY had a breakout. SPY had a gap up. SPY hit 644, which was my profit target, where we all sold the fucking peak because you know us, we bought the fucking calls at open because we don't sleep on the game plans. If the market is going to drop all the way back down towards these fucking lows, towards this break, retest with a green, red, green with a fucking floor for 2 hours, what do you think we're going to do? What do you think we're going to do? If I have a game plan that says if SPY gaps up, it's going to have a strong bullish close, and SPY goes from 640 all the way to 644 and comes right back down, literally no time left on the shot clock. We're talking 30 fucking minutes. We're talking 30 minutes left here on the fucking shot clock. What do you think we're going to do? If it's sitting here for 2 hours with a green, red, green, in a bullish placement at oversold support in a break and retest that was tested for the first time during normal trading hours at key oversold levels. It's like, my gosh, if you watch that game plan and you didn't hit this play on fucking calls, just fucking quit. It's not for you. I'm being very honest with you. If you didn't buy fucking calls right here when this 30-minute candlestick closed green, you genuinely missed out on one of the best trading opportunities of the entire fucking week. This went from 641 to 644 in 30 fucking minutes. Do you understand? We made fucking 1,000% on SP fucking X. If we're making 1,000% returns on SP fucking X and you're still red on the week, shit is not for you, man. Not for you. The losses are 100%. The wins are fucking massive. The best time to trade alongside us is the market open, and especially during the power hour. The power hour is an opportunity, especially if you were red, during the morning or middle of the day, to not only bail you out, but to make you the biggest percentage gains fucking possible, man. It's fucking insane. The best time to trade with us is the market open and the power hour. If you want the biggest gains with the lowest risk, it's power hour. You would have been in at the lows with the curriculum. And again, we don't nickel and dime this. If it's close to our level, if it's at an even worse level, if it's at an even best level, another thing that's in play is timing. If SPY is supposed to have a bullish close and it's not at the best level, we're still in on calls if the confirmation is there, because timing matters. It's not just about levels, it's also about confirmations and timing. And if you just look, it was at a perfect fucking level and there was a green, red, green. It's like, dude, imagine being a person who trades SPY and didn't see that. It's the simplest thing to fucking see. Like I said, I don't know if it's in books. I could assure you, if someone's watching this fucking channel, of course, I'm already aware there's been people in the fucking past, they fucking take my stuff and start their own fucking business with it. But I'm like, dude, who prints like us? We have the best fucking trades on the fucking planet. I understand like this is very, very simple, but trading isn't the most simplest thing because trading is so much more than what I'm showing you. But it's like, man, if you just use the information, you would have made a fuck ton of money with the last game plan, man. So in terms of the overall trades, let's get into the trades, man, because I've given you the game plans. Use the 30-minute chart as a mirror. Dissect this at the levels. Study how when SPY reacts bearish, Study how when SPY reacts bullish. Study how SPY has reversals at tops, reversals at bottoms. If you see any similar patterns, then just get in on the play at or towards the levels with the confirmations and with the information that I've been giving you, And just understand hence tomorrow, like I said, man, it would actually be more easier for the market to react bearish. It really would. It really would. I would actually consider, if we had all the variables in play, just factoring in like time of the information, like timing, the levels, the 30-minute chart, where we're at towards all-time highs, the more easier play would actually be on puts. I would actually prefer puts because it's easier. What makes calls more difficult is the timing. the timing says it could be a gap and go, but it could be so high in priced where people might be a little bit hesitant to get in at that price. It might potentially drop first, which is why there's this thing you can do with 2 strikes and also with information when something might be expected to potentially repeat in a similar cycle rather than to an exact T. You can take smaller position size at first. That way you don't miss on the play, but you could still take it. Or if you want, you could just sit out. It's however you fucking view it, man. But if we're talking easy, the bearish trend day would be more easier than the bullish trend day. And it would likely be even greater opportunities to make money, man. Because, man, if we have a bearish trend day, it's supposed to spike 2 points into the close. And those calls are going to be fucking worthless into the close if it's sitting at the lows. And they're going to fucking pump like crazy like we did on Wednesday. So that's what I would prefer to happen. But no matter fucking what happens, we know what to do. We know exactly what to fucking do. Like, it's, let's just look at the patterns. Like, let's see. So we've been having these really sharp uptrends, really sharp uptrends, really sharp uptrends. So the way I see it with these sharp uptrends is SPY just needs to hold above previous closing price, react bullish, and then just maintain and then just buy the fucking calls. Like, just look for small fucking dips on a bullish situation, like a small dip, bullish situation, recovery, small dip, recovery spike, small dip, recovery spike, and like I said, another thing, like if we gap up, we have a big pullback later into the day like we did on Wednesday, just buy the fucking dip, man. Just buy the fucking dip. If we gap up and we're sitting towards like 649 later into the day and it went to like 653, 654, just buy the fucking dip. It's another play, man. Like, what I would prefer to happen is a morning opportunity, and then, in the middle of the day, it goes to the best level possible, and then we get in towards that at the middle of the day or at the end of the day. If it happened at the end of the day, we'll make a lot more money, shit be worthless, and then it would just print like fucking crazy. So just pay attention, man, because that's literally what it's going to be. We had this strong spike. We had this strong spike. We had the strong spike. If it gaps up, just look for the dip buying opportunity towards key time in a second strike, right? If it gaps down or just reacts bearish and goes below 648, then it's just going to be the hard sell-off, hard sell-off, hard sell-off, and then look for the buy opportunity into the close for a 1.5 to 2 point spike at one of the levels, man. It's going to be simple, man. Look, this is going to be a simple day, guys. Join the group. See how simple this shit is. We're going to print nonstop, man. So look at the trades, man. This week, net positive. We're already up 1,500% net positive, and we added to many of the winners, which, doubles to triples the gains, depending on how big we add. We say if we double it or triple it, right? But I'm going to quickly go over the trades that we ended up making here. So let's get straight into this, man. So first things first, let's go over Wednesday, then we'll get into Thursday. So in terms of Wednesday, man, if you guys watched the last video I posted, you guys are well aware, I literally just moved into my hometown. It's fucking amazing so far. I absolutely love it. With that being said, I ended up making my first trade literally on my way to my fucking hometown. It's like a 4-hour drive from where I was staying at. So, this was the first trade that I made. It was in pure reflection of my game plan. If you guys watched the last game plan, you were all well aware on Wednesday that if the market gaps up, if we break above 642, it's going to be nothing but call opportunities on what we want. So I literally relived this day, man. I can assure you, this was a day in terms of SPY. I relived the price action. I relived the exact confirmations. I knew exactly what was going to happen because I've experienced all of this before. It's just the only difference was literally the levels. I experienced, the bullshit of the price action. I experienced the patterns. I experienced all this before, man. Market was gapping up. We had a break, and it was starting to retest it open towards this key 641.50 level. You guys already know I wanted calls above 642 for a move to 644 to 645. Market topped at the profit target at 644. We sold the fucking peak. We were getting in towards the lows. It was an amazing day, man. Wednesday was one of the best days to be in the fucking group. Absolutely love fucking Wednesday. That's literally my fucking day. Absolutely love that day. One of my definitely my favorite day of the week is fucking Wednesday. It's absolutely fucking amazing, man. So We fucking killed it, man. We fucking crushed it on fucking Wednesday, man. Let me show you all the trades, man. This was like the best day of the week, and then tomorrow's literally gonna be fucking insane, man. What we're gonna do tomorrow, we fucking pop off all fucking day tomorrow. It's gonna be fucking insane, man. Like they already took Monday away, and now we got this fucking weekend coming up. It's like, dude, we want to trade 24/7, 7 days a week. Like fuck all this day off, holiday shit. Take a bit, fuck all that shit. The fuck, you know? Trading's about doing shit on your own fucking terms. Should be able to trade 24 fucking 7 on our own fucking terms every single day of the fucking week. Like fuck the close. So anyways, September 3rd, 9:29 a.m. I think we should just get in at open, you know? I'm saying as a YOLO to just kind of like protect people in a sense. Like everybody knows, you know, in terms of YOLOs, look to size in a little bit smaller. But in terms of power hour, you know, YOLOs can basically mean to just size in a little bit lighter, or just expect it to be more of like a situation where the win rate can potentially be a little bit lower. But the reason why I said that is it's just a fuck ton of people who have small accounts, you know, they really need the best trades. They need the best trades. They need good entries. And I was well aware in terms of my experience trading this, it's like this could potentially drop first. It's still a solid entry. So as someone who's rich as fuck, I don't want to miss out when I know exactly what the fuck's going to happen in a similar cycle, you know? And it's like, literally me not taking this trade actually cost me money. So put it this way, a YOLO is a risk worth taking that can still go up a fuck ton, you know? So especially during power hour, like they're the best trades to take during power hour. You know, market open, it's a little less of the best, but during power hour, the YOLOs are fucking golden. You got to take them during power hour. But I just said that to, you know, just protect some members, especially with small accounts. It's just kind of like a signal. It could be a lower win rate. It could drop first, right? But the play was still expected to print, so I had to take it. I'm not going to, you know, risk missing out on that, because if it drops, I could just buy a second strike towards the fucking lows. You know, I'm willing to take 2 trades. It's just the first one's more of a YOLO because the market was signaling that it could drop first. Market literally just opened up. We're at a high price towards the profit target, but I still want to get in because it's expected to go in the money. So literally at open, literally directly at market fucking open, I was literally just on the fucking highway. I made this fucking trade. I literally made this one on the fucking highway, just literally fucking autopilot, dude. I literally got in on this trade and I said, I'm holding this. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't even need to watch the trade. I've relived this before. Everything's in fucking motion. I know what to fucking do. So, you know, I went with 643 calls. They weren't too far out of the money. And, you know, we fucking banked on that. And then I'm telling you, this day was magical, man. It was so fucking magical. I literally arrived at my hometown. Like, shit was it was a magical day, man. For those of you who traded with us on Wednesday, you're well aware, man. The energy, the community, everything was fucking amazing, man. Shit was fucking, it was a magical day, man. Everyone fucking printed, man. This shit was amazing. I literally said 641.50 to 641 is where you buy a 642 strike. If it drops, it'll come back. I said this is an auto buy. That level was the lows right here at the open. Look at this. Are you seeing this? I'm not just giving them the trades. I'm giving them the analysis. Like I gave them some warning on the YOLO. You know, it might drop first. And then I'm giving them analysis. Look, 9:48 a.m. 641.50 to 641 is where you buy a 642 strike. If it drops, it'll come back. That level, 641.50 was the lows. And then 640.50 was the lows. If you would have just bought at the levels and held, you would have fucking printed, man. And that's exactly what we did. It's just fucking amazing. When you trade the trend, it's like you don't need to time the trades properly. You remove the stop loss, and then what you do is you put in your max risk per trade into these trades, and if they don't work out, you just let them expire worthless, go to zero. And if they do work out, it's the biggest percentage gains. The gains are much bigger than the percentage losses, and we add to winners, which doubles to triples the gains, right? And we also have a very high win rate, which is the icing on the cake. Not that we need it, because the percentage gains are always bigger than the percentage losses. And we also add to winners, which doubles to triples the gains. And we set profit stops to protect that extra, you know, risk that we're putting into the trades. Not really considered extra risk, because when you set a profit stop, it's impossible to go green to red. You get profit stop down the green. So I said it, man, 9:50 a.m. Shake off the weekends before the diamonds. You know, in terms of my own personal trading, at first there was some weak hands, but once you've experienced in terms of the market what it's like having weak hands, and you've experienced like the price action of like, oh, I see through the illusion. It's just trying to shake people out, weak hands before the diamonds. I see what this is, right? When you see what something is, you have to create a plan. And in terms of what I was seeing an opportunity to make money at the open. I was aware that it wasn't the best opportunity because the market can drop first. So in that situation, what you want to do is still take the play unless your standards are like so fucking high. We're like, dude, I don't mind missing out. If it drops lower, I'll take that. I'll take that one instead. Unless you trade like that, us personally, we'll take it all, dude. Anything that's gonna make us a fuck ton of money, that's a good play. We're gonna take it. Rich traders, they'll take it all. Other traders, especially with small accounts, maybe they'll just want the other play, but they're all gonna print anyways, man. So like I said, you want to size in lighter in that situation on the first one, and then on the second one, if it drops to that second strike price, 641.50. Then we go fucking heavy. You can even add to the L if the L is not too far out of the money. Then you add the L. I made sure that I wasn't too far out of the money because I also wanted to add to this trade. This was a trade. We normally don't add to losers, but if we're trading the trend and we're not too far out of the money, then it makes sense to add to the loser. In this situation with what I was doing, I was getting in so fucking early where it made no sense to go super far out. So it was more of just a thing where like, okay, if I don't time it properly, I'm just going to add to the trade to balance my average cost out. And then I'll buy a second strike at the lows, which will print like fucking crazy. That's what this was. You see, the options can get very complex. It's like you have to have a plan. And then once you have a plan, you know what you're going to do. So that's what we were doing. We were getting it out first. We didn't want to miss out on the play. It was still a good opportunity. It was still a good price, still a good value. And then we were planning to buy a second strike, and we were also planning to add to the loser if it drops, right? So with that being said, man, we were all buying the dips. We were all printing at the speed of fucking light. Everyone was holding fucking calls, man. Like Wednesday, it was history. Wednesday was genuinely history, man. Look at this. I added to the L at 78 cents. We normally don't do that, but like I said, if I'm not too far out and the trend's in our favor, I'll add to the L because I was well aware this is all part of the process. It's going to drop first. It's going to shake people out first. If it hits the best level, we're not going to miss out because we were already in before, and we'll just buy a second strike and we can average down on the other one to balance it out. It's like, dude, losing's all a fucking choice. Make a fucking plan. Hold the fucking calls. You seeing this, man? We have a fuck ton of people. The group is at all-time fucking highs, man. Look at all the fucking emojis. All we do is fucking print. Like, you can't find days like these in the market anywhere else, man. New highs will come. I fucking declare it. This is at 10:06 a.m. 10:06 a.m. was the exact fucking lows, man. Shit is fucking insane, man. I fucking declared that shit, man. I'm telling you, you gotta claim your shit, man. When you see some shit, you gotta declare it. You gotta fucking claim that shit, man. Otherwise, that shit will just pass you by, man. Whenever we see an opportunity, we fucking declare it, dude. Like, it's declared. Look, 10:06 a.m. New highs will come. I declare it. I claimed it. I claimed this a night before, and I also experienced this. It's like, dude, we're gonna fucking print. That was at 10:06 a.m. 10:06 a.m. is right here. Look at this. 10:06 a.m. towards the exact lows. And literally before that, I said, auto buy calls at 641.50, And that was all prepared for in advance. Because I know when my levels hit, the shit flies and the shit reversals at the speed of light. That's why I got to tell them what to do in advance, And then they could also test their self-sufficiency on what strike they want to buy, what plan, what they want to do, Because you got to be self-sufficient too. But that's why I say shit, man. That's why I prepared them all in advance on like what to do beforehand, because I'm well aware when the best levels hit, the market can reverse within an instance. And you know how people are, they always make excuses. I didn't get on the trade. It's like, dude, turn on notifications. Turn on notifications for the everyone tag. Turn on notifications for the trades. You'll get the alerts. But you know how some people are, they got other things going on. They find some excuse to miss the trade or whatever the fuck, right? They're not prepared to print at the speed of light, rooted in fucking stillness, planted. They're doing other shit, right? Their fucking choice. But anyways, man, it's like, we gave him the preparation. Some people unlocked the Diamond Balls achievement. Look at this, man. Like someone said I'm an insider trader. It's like, dude, all we do is win, man. Look at this, 641.50, right fucking on. Trusted and bought the fucking play. Everybody fucking banked, man. And you see, I said the first trade was a YOLO because, dude, I'm just aware, like, market can drop first. We just opened up. We're already at a high level. But the reason why I got in is because 643 wasn't too far out. My profit target was 644 to 645. So the calls are already valued at 100 cents. And I'm sitting here saying, I don't want to miss out on the play. It can go from 100 to 200 right now. So what I did was I just got in, and then if it drops, I'll just add to the L. And then if it drops more, I'll just buy the second strike. And that's what we did. And the shit fucking banked nonstop, man. Look at this. Who's holding fucking calls, man? We were printing non-fucking stop. Everyone was patient. Everyone was confident in the fucking play. And my gosh, I'm telling you, you have to be a genuine professional to hold calls on a situation like this. Look at this, man. I remember the first time I traded this pattern on the 1 minute chart. Oh my gosh, it was hell. It was absolute fucking hell. I remember I got stopped out. I remember I sold for a loser. I remember this specific day, man. This reminded me of like 2022. It probably happened in 2022, man. I traded this exact pattern. And that's why I said, man, weak hands are going to turn into diamonds. Y'all got to hold this fucking play, man. Because like I said, I remember what it was like, man, to get stopped out of trades, to sell trades for L's. Now we don't do any of that. We don't sell trades for losers. We don't use stop losses. It's like, dude, a stop loss never prevented me from losing money. All it did was give me losses on trades where if I would have held, they would have been wins because I trade the trend. And then people wonder like, but what if the trade goes down 99%? What are you going to do? It's like, dude, you put in your max risk per trade. The amount someone loses on a stop loss is the same amount that we lose if the trade expires worthless and goes to zero. That way you can hold the trades. And we rarely add to losers. Like I said, only way you're going to see me add into a loss is if I'm not too far out of the money and I'm trading the trend. Because if you're not super far out and they drop like 50% and you're trading the trend, it could be a great opportunity to add. You know, it's something we rarely do, and we rarely do it because it rarely happens. We usually go super far out. But if there's an opportunity to make money, I ain't missing out on that. And what I'm telling you is there's opportunities nonstop. Like when I'm buying calls here and it's dropping and I'm selling the fucking peak at my 644 target, as I'm banking and holding through that L and then banking, selling the peak, I'm buying another strike. I'm buying another strike with the trend when it hits the next best fucking level. And I'm aware when I'm buying the first strike that it could likely hit that next best level. But I also don't want to miss out on on a good play with the trend. You know, that's the power of trading the trend. You can make multiple plays out of it. And if you have a strong conviction that it's likely going to drop first, you can size in smaller on the first play, go heavier on the second play, or you can just size in equally on both plays and then just add to the winner on the second play, you know, because that's the safer one. You got a much better entry and timed it perfectly, right? So there's different ways to go about it. Like I said, you can make your own system out of what I just said, see what works for you, man. Everybody has different account sizes, but you guys got to start, you know, thinking differently in this fucking way, man. But, you know, this was all timed strategically, man. The move I was referring to has officially begun. Last call to consider adding to small dips. We're on pace for a steady uptrend to 644 from here. It's like, dude, we printed like fucking crazy, man. This shit was insane, man. So, yeah, that was the main overall fucking play in terms of the morning. I sold that at 149. I added at 78. I got in at 108. My average on that was like 90, like nine, I think it was like 95 cents, something like that. Sold it at 149, made over 50% on that, man. Everybody fucking banked on the play. Everyone was hyped as fucking shit, man. It's fucking insane, man. Like I'm telling you, man, with the curriculum and the game plans, it's like I'm green every single fucking day. This shit is it's just unlimited fucking winning. It's just unlimited fucking celebrating. I'm sitting here saying like, man, every single day is fucking green. If you just use the game plan, you have discipline, you have proper risk management. It's like you go green every single fucking day, compound the account, cash out every single week, and then just reset the account. Reset every single fucking week or every single month, depending on your risk tolerance, man, or the goals you have with trading, what you want to turn this into. So everybody kept getting them, backing them calls. Everybody kept on fucking banking, man. That was my main overall trade on the day. And then I literally said at 640.50 auto buy calls. I said this at 12:51 p.m. 640.50 auto buy calls. The exact low on the day was 640.50. Like, dude, do you understand? When I'm giving out auto buy levels, I don't even have to alert the trade. Everyone should have enough common sense of like profit targets and you know, what strikes to select. I mean, we give them that information too, but it's like people should be somewhat self-sufficient. If I'm literally saying to just automatically get in at a level, people should get at the level. And one of the reasons why it's an auto buy is not because it's just going to work, but one of the reasons why I say auto buy is because I'm aware of certain levels. Put it this way. If you need to automatically get in at a level, that means a massive move is going to occur at a very short period of time, which means realistically, especially for most people, especially if you're not like rooted and planted, it means you need to get in quick. And you need to get in order to get in quick, you need a push notification in real time, or you just need a game plan beforehand. And then you set your price alerts on your charts and get the price alert in real time rather than relying on someone's trade alert, right? But the point is, on an auto buy play, you need to get speed. As soon as the level hits, you need to get on speed. Look at this, 640.50 auto buy calls. That was the exact lows, and the calls went up over 1,000% if you gotten at that level. And again, the key is to just hold. You see, if you use stop losses or if you size in big, you're going to get, the chop is going to affect you. The reason why chop has no effect on us is because we size in where everything we put into the contract, we're comfortable with losing. It's our max risk per trade. It's the same max risk per trade that someone else has when they use a stop loss and they get stopped out, they lose their max risk per trade. You know, that's why we're very, very comfortable holding through this chop. Now, obviously, when you're trading, well, how do you get comfortable besides just holding? You need experience, you know? If you size in small here, you're comfortable with your risk, but psychologically or just emotionally, you might not be comfortable holding, you know, and part of that is just because some people don't have big fucking balls, but it's also just lack of experience. Once you have more experience, you start to see through the illusions, you know? If we're on a bullish trend and we're buying at good levels, or if you just had experience before trading price action like this, where the chart looked and felt like this, you know, you have an eye for the market, you have an experience for the market, you have a read, a feel for the market, then you start to realize like, I've experienced this before. I see through this illusion. The lower it goes, the better. And I can buy a second strike and I'm just holding. Like, see, there's levels to this in terms of like having comfortability in holding. You know, it's not just like, okay, I'm going to put in my max risk per trade. If it expires, worth to go to zero, I'm comfortable with that. You know, if you're actually like trading and watching as you're holding and you have experience, then you see through it all. You know, at first you're not going to be comfortable, but you're sized in accordingly. So that's okay. You know, you have to trade and learn to feel comfortable as well holding through something. But I'm telling you, most people would genuinely just do better if they just held. If they just held for long periods of times with no fucking emotions, right? But yeah, man, having motion comes with experience. It comes with experience. It also comes with just not even fucking watching, you know, just letting the play out. Okay, I'm in at 640.50. Market's going to close strong, so I have a time. I'm looking to hold towards the close, measuring the overall chart. Realistically, it can spike to 642, 643. Sometimes it goes higher than expected, right? But, you know, it's fucking amazing, man. What we fucking did on Wednesday, it was the best trade day of the week. I told everyone, it's like, I'm going to my hometown. I'm going to have the best trades in the market, non-fucking stop. We're going to be the absolute best. All the trades printed, all of the auto buys printed, and the auto buys were back-to-back lows. The first auto buy was at 641.50. Like, are you seeing this, man? Like, nobody does this, man. Nobody does this. I mean, there's people that give trades in real time, but who tells you exactly where to buy before they alert the trade at times? That's an auto buy, man. Look at this. 10:59 a.m., 641 auto buy calls, 641.50 auto buy calls, fucking 641 to 640.50, 640.50 auto buy calls. This was all strategic, man. So those were the trades that I ended up making. Personally, I didn't alert any trades today, man. I needed some fucking rest, man. That fucking drive back and then moving all fucking day, and I didn't just fucking move. It's like, dude, I got rid of a fuck ton of shit. I'm on like a new level of fucking money. And one of the things that it did was it changed my whole fucking frequency, man. I was looking at some of the old stuff I own. I'm saying like, dude, this no longer aligns. Like this just, this is like old fucking dead fucking energy. And some of the shit was worth some good fucking money. I'm sitting here saying like, dude, I don't want any of this shit in my new fucking place. I'm getting rid of so much old stuff that I fucking have. I'm telling you, man, when you get fucking rich, one of the frequencies that you fucking unlock, it's like, dude, I want my place like fucking like minimal, like high fucking energy, like fucking, I don't want a fuck ton of shit in my place, man. Like empty house millionaire vibes with just the shit that's fucking needed. In terms of like furniture wise, like, dude, I want my shit fucking clean, man. Lots of fucking open space. Like it's a different frequency, man. I was just looking at like some of the old shit that I own. I'm like, man, this just no longer aligns with like the frequency I'm on. Literally, if I kept it, it would like fucking hurt. It would genuinely fucking like, it would like hurt my fucking soul, man. So I had to get rid of all this shit. I came back and I'm saying like, dude, I had a fuck ton of stuff in storage. I'm sitting here saying like, damn, this is like dead fucking energy. I just had like a great fucking reset. I don't want any of this fucking shit. Got fucking rid of it, man. So yeah, that shit took a lot of time, man. I had to get rid of a lot of stuff. And like in the past, I was attached to a lot of that stuff, so it wasn't as easy to get rid of. But once you're on a different fucking frequency, it's so easy to just detach from shit and get rid of shit, man. So I'm like on this new fucking frequency, man. Like I just moved in. I needed fucking rest, man. I had like a 12-hour fucking sleep, man. I haven't did some shit like that in over a fucking year. I slept for 12 fucking hours, man. It was fucking, I did like a 4-hour drive. I moved in and then I fucking got rid of so much fucking shit. I'm still getting rid of some fucking shit, man. Like, my gosh. And that's another, when you move into a nice new place, like, dude, I want to keep this shit fucking amazing. Like, man, it looks so fucking much better with less fucking furniture and less stuff in it. It's just like this clean fucking high frequency vibe, man. But anyways, man, it's just something that comes with frequencies, man. I'm telling you, when you make a fuck ton of money, your frequency changes, dude. It's like new fucking energy, shit gets reset. It's like, it's a different fucking vibe. And there's like no going back to that old shit. Like that all that old energy, there's nothing to go back to. It's literally just dead. All that old energy is just fucking dead. I got fucking reset fucking hard too. I was away for like a month and a half. I came back, I'm sitting here saying, like, damn, this is all fucking dead energy. I gotta get rid of all this fucking shit. Oh my gosh, man. But yeah, you know, I bought a lot of new stuff too while I was gone. So like life's fucking amazing, man. This shit's fucking amazing. But anyways, you know, so those are the trades that I fucking made. Like I said, everyone had big fucking balls in the group. They all fucking held, man. I didn't see really any people like, you know, being scared or being a fucking bitch. It was a great day, man. Like Wednesday was fucking amazing, man. I fucking loved it, man. But yeah, Thursday I didn't do fucking shit on Thursday, man. I did so much. I literally the whole fucking day just fucking slept like fucking royalty, like a fucking king. I got the best fucking sleep ever, man. I mean, part of me needed that too, because like, man, I was staying up all fucking day for fucking weeks, man. And I just got back and I did all that fucking shit, man. Fucking driving, moving, getting rid of all this shit. But anyways, man, I'm fucking fired up for tomorrow. I'm fucking fired up for fucking today. I'm ready to fucking print. But look, man, these are the trades. We had more trades. As you can see inside of Teamroar, you get access to a real-time zero-day option trade alert system. So, you know, we also had, so I had the 643 calls, sold those 78 cents to 150, so 100% on those, added to the loss, was in at 108, average like 90, so nice win. We had 644 SPY calls at 43 cents. I'm telling you, man, I've seen G-Roar trade his absolute best, specifically, mainly speaking for the morning, especially for the morning, but like, I've seen him trade absolute best, man, when he's in full alignment with the game plan. You know, most of the times he is in alignment with the game plan that I release, and he makes his own game plans as well. But I'm telling you, man, I've seen him trade his absolute best when he's in pure alignment with the game plan that I drop. Like, that's what I love to see, man. I love to see that the most. And like, as of lately, man, I've been seeing like the vast majority of his trades have been in full alignment with the game plans. It's fucking amazing, man. But yeah, we had 644 calls for 43 cents. Double the position size to double the gains. Those fucking printed. Everybody knows in Team Roar there is no stop loss. This is not Team Stop Loss. This is Team Roar, right? And look at this, man. They went in the money to 90 cents. You see that? That's fucking amazing, man. And then we have my trade before it was 100% win. So that all counts as extra wins. Every time we buy a strike counts as a new trade, counts as a new risk, you know? We'll turn the trend into multiple 100% wins by making multiple trades. And then some of the trades during Power Hour Open will be multiple 100% returns. 43 cents added to the win to double the gain. Sold it 90 fucking cents. I'm telling you, our target was 644 to 645. We sold the peak on that. 6455 SPX calls for 140 cents. That one was just overall dead. But that doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter if you have a loss after win, because when you're green enough to walk away, if you don't stop trading and you keep on trading to win more, the most you risk is 25 to 50% of your gains. That's why I say when we start off green, it doesn't matter if we have losses on the day because we were already green enough to walk away. It's not our fault if you want to have no risk management and keep on trading and give back 100% of your gains, right? You know the price of the contract when we get in the trade. You know the risk involved. You know your account size. And it's not our fault if you don't take the first trades. Suppose our first trades are green and then we have a red trade and you only took the red trade. Well, that's on you. We have a system that works, but you have to trade alongside the system. You have to show up at the times we trade. But if you're wondering the best time to trade, it's during power hour. It's literally during power hour because it gives the biggest percentage gains, and we trade amazing during power hour too. It's like we can have multiple red days just during power hour, and then we'll hit 1,000% plays every single week. That's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, the easiest time to be profitable is during power hour. One of the toughest times to be profitable is the middle of the day, which is wild because I actually trade better in the middle of the day than at the open. G-Roar trades amazing during every period of the day, but I'm telling you, his morning trades and his power hour trades, but especially like dude, they're both fucking insane. It's like it's a genuine requirement. You guys need to take the power hour trades. The power hour trades are the absolute best, but his morning trades, they're fucking insane, man. Like obviously it's morning, they're not going to be the most biggest percentage gains vast majority of the time, right? I mean, for a morning trade to be the most craziest gains, you need a rare, unusual move, and you got to buy the exact morning low, or you need to just get in with the overall trend at a good price and hold till close. Those are the only ways you make the craziest gains during the morning. But power hour, there tends to be big moves nearly every single day at the last 30 minutes. And if you're on the right side, or if you even just hedge, it's like the easiest way to make money. It's the easiest way to make the biggest percentage gains, man. But I'm telling you, G-Roar's market open trades, you're never going to find a market open trader who's better than that. It's like, dude, the market open trades are insane, but you got to take the power hour trades too because they're even better. But it's just like in terms of the accuracy though, the market open is fucking insane on how accurate it is, on how accurate that is. And I'm telling you, the power hour trades, you just can't pass them up. You have to take them no matter fucking what, man. So this was just a dead play. Didn't do much there. In terms of the next play, 12:49 p.m., 640 SPY puts for 33 cents. Add, double it, triple it. And as you can see, 33 cents all the way to 60 cents. That's a 100% win on a trade that we tripled the position size. So again, losing is irrelevant. You see, let's just say, for example, you only took this trade. You didn't take the two massive wins we had before, and we added to the wins. We all got rich, fucking auto buying the fucking calls. Like, dude, we fucking printed at the speed of fucking light. It's fucking 5 figures easy. Let's just say you took this one, right? Say you took the loss. You lost 100%. If you take this one and you triple it, you made 100% on a trade that you tripled your position size on. So all of a sudden, you could be profitable with a win rate lower than 50% because we're doubling and tripling our position size on the wins, not on the L's. And also, the percentage gains on the wins are a lot bigger than the percentage losses. The most you can lose is what you put in. And the most you can lose is 100% on that trade. But the most you can make is unlimited profit potential. And the most you can make, and you can make even more of that unlimited profit potential by adding to the wins. This is how you get rich. Nobody's teaching this, and nobody has this system. This is our system. This is, the system we've created through our experience, throughout trading, having the heart of cards. Like, this is the fucking system, man. Now look at this. This trade is fucking amazing, man. Big shout out to G-Roar for calling this fucking play, man. It's like, dude, you can't find this anywhere else, man. This is the power of the curriculum with the levels. Every single person who has somewhat of experience with the channel, who frequently watches the videos, you should have been in on this play with or without us. I don't expect you to buy the same strike as we do, the cheapest, lowest risk strike, and sell the peak and get in perfectly, make the biggest percentage gains. We're the absolute best. But I do expect you to be green as fuck. It's like, dude, look, this is in pure alignment with everything that I taught in the video, with the curriculum and the levels. I made it very clear. Go back and watch the last one. You should watch it 50 fucking times because all this shit's going to keep on happening again and again and again. And we're going to be screaming at you, why the fuck didn't you get in on the fucking calls? We bought the fucking low. What the fuck is wrong with you? Look at this, man. This is the power of levels, game plans, curriculum, education, having systems. 6430 SPX calls for 85 cents. What was the game plan? If SPY gapped up, it hit 644, we're looking to buy calls at break and retest levels. We're looking for a strong bullish close. So it's literally at the best level possible to buy calls with no time left on the shot clock. The best level to buy calls was towards the previous closing price. If you go back on fucking Tuesday, you're going to see in terms of where we ended up closing. Let's see right here. So this is Wednesday. We go back to Tuesday and we see where the market closed. The market ended up closing at 640.30. Everybody knows if they watch the video, the previous closing price was the absolute best price. There was a strong break and retest zone right here, right below 642, 641.50 to 641. This was a strong buy zone. It's like, dude, I fucking told everyone in the fucking chat, just get in. Look at this. 12:51 p.m. Auto buy fucking calls at 640.50. Look at the market. It bottomed at 640.50 at that exact time. And then G-Roar called the absolute best play. Like I'm trying to explain to you guys, we have systems that make people rich. And they don't just make people rich. We have systems that are very, very simple that get people highly educated within the market to get the best entries possible. It's like, dude, you can have indicators, you can have whatever the fuck you want, But at the end of the day, like, who's figured out how to buy the lows? Who's figured out how to short the peaks? Who's figured out the market? And I'm telling you, we figured this out. We've cracked the code, dude. I'm looking at my fucking phone. We're fucking rich. Our company is at all-time fucking highs every single fucking day. Our trading accounts are at all-time highs every single fucking day. Obviously, we reset the trading accounts. We don't compound it to fucking trillion. We reset it and then clean fucking slate. And then we compound it again. You get to decide on how long you want to compound it for. If you're inside a Team Roar, 1 week, especially if you have a medium to large account, is a good reset. It's literally like the most logical reset is a week. It's a fucking week, man. It really is, because 5 days in a week, market's closed. What did you do? Think about it. It recurs. A weekly reset is very, very smart. If you're trying to just make a fuck ton of money, get shit rich quick, then I wouldn't do more than a month, But a week makes the most sense because after Friday, the market's done, And then you have 2 days off where you're not making money in the market. It's like, dude, if you're living life and you have expenses, like if you just reset the shit every single week, it makes the most sense. And if you're wondering what you can do with proper risk management, you can double to triple your account every single week with 2,000% returns. When I say, okay, for the week, we made over 2,000% plus. If you're adding to the winners, if you're making those big returns with proper risk management, putting a couple percent in each trade of your account, letting it expire, worthless go to zero, if it doesn't work out. Realistically, it looks like 100 to 300% returns every single week on your account with proper risk management. You reset it, you compound it. So look, 6430 SPX calls at 85 cents. In the money, green as fuck, sold 500%. Sold at 560. You seeing this, man? 85 cents in the money, right? To 560. So when you're making returns this big, especially early into the week, nobody should be flipping red. That should be able to hold you for 2 weeks. That should be able to hold you for 2 fucking weeks. If you're doubling or tripling your account a week, that double to triple should hold you for the next fucking week and more. It's like, dude, look at that. That's 500% at the speed of fucking light. Fucking 1,700 risk, 9,500 profit on just 20 fucking contracts. Cheap, low risk trades. So that's what we did on Tuesday. And like I said, man, the energy in the chat on fucking Tuesday, man, was fucking insane, man. Like I'm telling you, man, everybody was fucking printing. The whole fucking group was printing at the speed of light. Not every single day is going to be as good as fucking Wednesday. But you have to understand there's a weight to that. Understand when we have a big green day, there's a weight that you have to carry into the rest of the week. And in terms of the rate, like look at this, man, 640.50 auto buy calls. Who got in? Everybody's fucking printing. Look at this. We got people joining right now. People joining right fucking now. Join the group. Let's right fucking now, man. Fucking insane. Will Kali just joined right fucking now, man. Like this shit is fucking insane, dude. I didn't even post. We had like fucking 30 fucking people join yesterday. Like this shit's blowing up, man. Like you guys need to get in here. This is the best time to join. This is fucking September. But anyways, man, this is a point that I want to make. When something big happens, there's a weight. You understand? There's a weight, and you have to carry that. So what that means is, if you had a big green day without taking big risk, right? So how do you have a big green day? How do you make a lot of money without taking a lot of risk? This is how you do it. You take cheap, low risk trades that give you the biggest unlimited profit potential percentage gains, right? And this is how you also do it. You add to winners to increase the gains. And this is how you also do it as well. You have a higher win rate, which helps, but you don't need it. That's more just icing on the cake. But you hold the trades for the biggest percentage gains. You add to winners to double to triple the gains. You have a decent win rate to have some icing on the cake, right? But you can still thrive very, very well with a win rate as low as 30% in our group. Even that is a solid foundation to be profitable. But at the bare minimum, everyone should have win rates as high as, inside of our group, 70% plus at the bare fucking minimum. But like I said, we have the highest win rate in the game. That's just ice on the cake. Win rate, think foundation. Think of win rates as foundation. And I'm telling you, you could be profitable in our group, especially with a medium-sized account, with a foundational win rate of 30%. Because we add to winners, the percentage gains are always bigger than the percentage losses. And another way to get shit rich quick with low risk is by making more trades. If you make more trades, you have more wins. If you have more wins, you have bigger wins. If you add to wins, it doubles and triples the gains. And having more trades puts you in higher probabilities to make bigger percentage gains, man. You understand? I mean, you could think about it like this, man. Say there's a case. Let's say we have a case of cards. There's a case of cards, and every single case, let's say you're guaranteed like a rare autograph. You get one rare autograph, right? You can have that one case, or we can fucking have 10 cases, mix all the fucking boxes together, and now all of a sudden we have a way of fucking hitting 10 fucking rare autos because we mixed all the fucking boxes to the cases together instead of just breaking one fucking case. Now there's a fucking 100 boxes and we have 10 fucking opportunities out of those 100 to fucking make the biggest percentage gains, right? That's just one way to think about it. But like I said, man, we have real systems that print nonstop. Obviously, if you make more trades, you're more likely to hit bigger percentage gains. But we have a high win rate that backs that we're not just fucking throwing out fucking trades. Our win rate backs like, dude, this is a real system that works. There are traders out there who have more of systems where they know they don't have that high win rate system where they make 3 out of 10 trades and like 2 of them will go up 1,000% and the rest will go to worthless and zero. That's not what we have. We have systems that print all fucking day. It's winning non-fucking stop. And then you're going to see, especially during power hour, there's some 1,000% plus returns, man. Our shit is the biggest gains with the highest win rate. It's the highest win rate you're ever going to see with 0-day options, man. We're the absolute fucking best, man. Look at this. 2:41 p.m., 641 calls at 45 cents. I sold these at 194 cents. You seen this? 2:41 p.m., right? You go to 2:41 p.m. 2:41 p.m. right here. Green, red, green, break and retest. I said the market's supposed to close strong and bullish. It all fucking happened. We held the play. We don't get chopped up because no stop loss, max risk per trade, add to winners, we have systems. I got in before these were in the money, man. I bought 641 calls out of the money. They closed like 3 points in the fucking money. I sold this at 194. I trimmed some in the money, but I left a fuck ton. This trade, my gosh, dude. What we fucking raked in on those 2 trades, the SPY and fucking SPX, that should be fucking green enough for you to be green for the rest of the fucking week. Sold at 196 cents. 7 minutes into the close, I sold at 196 cents. 40 to fucking 190, man. I ran up nearly fucking 400% on that. 640.50 auto buy calls. It's like, dude, all we do is win. $253 profit on just one contract. Man. Fucking amazing. The results, man. Everybody printed best day ever. Thank you. But this is the point I want to make, man. Like, You need to understand when you have a big green day in a way of trading where it's cheap and low risk, that you need to be grateful and you need to cherish that and you need to understand the weight of that. Because when you have big results in a short period of time, when you're doing things the right way, the legal way, in a cheap, low risk way, that's a massive accomplishment. And the weight that comes with that will destroy you if you don't keep it. That's what you need to understand. If you're trading in a way that's cheap, low risk, it's like the best way to fucking trade, figure this shit out, and you had a massive green day taking cheap, low risk because you're making a lot of trades that are cheap and low risk and they're the biggest percentage gains and you're adding to the winners always to get shit rich quick and have massive green days where you can double the fucking account or like realistically like 20% to 40% on a single day, and then by the end of the week, double to triple it, right? With our gains, you need to understand the weight that comes with that is risk management. If you double to triple an account in a week the proper way, part of that is keeping that for at least like 2 fucking weeks, man. You're not just putting the money aside. You're not just compounding the account. You're keeping it. You're having the proper risk management. Everyone needs to be green by the end of the week. If you have a big green day, you should finish the week green. Do you understand? We're having massive green days, It's not going to be like that every single day, but us being green every single day is normal. And some of the days, like typically 3 out of the week, sometimes 2 out of the week, are going to be massive green days. They're going to be like 1,000 to 1,500 to 2,000% with all of the trades. And we're going to add 200 to double and triple it. And you need to understand, not only should it be cherished, but there's weight. And people don't understand the weight that comes with something big that was actually done in the right way. If you did the wrong way, there's no weight. You already lost. Do you understand? If you full ported your account and you had a very big green day, the weight you carry is you're going to blow up your account. That's the weight you carry. But if you're being successful, if you're successful and you're doing it the right way, cheap, low risk, trading more, cheap, low risk trades, adding to winners, decent win rate, right? If you don't have the best, then decent win rate, somewhat of a decent foundation. It's like the weight you carry on a big green day is, oh shit, I just became successful doing the right thing. So the weight with that is you need to hold that. You need to hold that shit down for at least a week, no matter how many red trades or if you have a red day or two, no matter what. You need to hold your shit down and make sure you finish the week green. So just remember, I'm gonna make a very valid point here. If you have a big green day, especially starting off into the week, you need to make sure that you end the week green no matter what. No matter what you do, no matter what we do, whether you do what we do or whether you do the opposite of what we do, you fucking need to make sure that you finish the week in the green. So I want you to think of each week as a reset. You're compounding your account every single week. You're trying your best to finish the week strong in the green. I'm telling you, this is a very healthy way to trade because it makes trading very, very real. If you get a paycheck every single week and you have the opportunity to compound that account, to test your compounding, to test your skill sets in a reasonable time frame, it's like a weekly challenge. It's very exciting, and it makes things more realistic and it makes things easier to keep, and you can reset your account every single week. If you want to try to compound it more because you have a small account, you could try 2 weeks, you can try a month, but I'm telling you, it's so much easier and realistic, and it makes things so much smoother, and it makes life real, Because in terms of the stock market, it's very real that the market is closed on Saturday and Sunday. So if you just cash out, reset your account every single week, and you carry that weight of like, wow, I just had a big green day, I'll be green all week. Whether I have a red day, whether I have some losses, I'm gonna be green all week because I know the most I'm willing to risk on this week, let's say like, 2/3 of that big green day. Say you made $1,000. All right, so you're gonna risk $700 at the absolute most, $600, $700 at the absolute most for the rest of the week, right? And then you'll understand, okay, I know what it's like to lose that $600 to $700 and stop trading. Or I know what it's like of like, wow, I carried through, I stuck to my rules, everything went smoothly. Now I fucking made an extra $500 in the week, an extra $1,000 in the week. That's what I want you guys to understand with small accounts, man. It's very rewarding when you're competent and you're doing the right things and you're doing well and you're understanding and you have perspective of like, wow, I can keep growing my account, but I want to make sure that I don't go red on the week. I want to finish the week strong in the green. I already had a strong green day. More of that can come, but you're going to keep your risk management in check, in contact, right? You're going to finish that weekend as strong. Everybody knows psychologically it would suck to have a red Friday, which is why we always make sure that we finish our Friday strong. Going into the weekend, we want a nice, strong, clean finish, right? Nothing too crazy. Just nice, strong, green fucking finish. But you need to understand that there's weight to what you do. If you have a big green day and you did it the right way, the weight you carry is you need to be competent enough to keep that by the end of the week and cash out, right? If you fuck it up and give it all back, it's going to hurt. It's very, very painful psychologically. It destroys traders. When you did something right and you made a lot of money, if you just gave it all back, it's so fucking meaningless. It's so fucking pointless. It's so fucking disrupting. Like, it's not necessary to do that. You already won the week. If you already won the week, keep it. Fucking keep it. I understand everybody wants to make more money. Everyone wants to get rich and everyone wants to keep on trading alongside our system. But there is levels to this shit in terms of account sizes. And also, like, you just have to understand of the weight you carry. Some people carry the weight of like, wow, I did everything they said and I like tripled my account in a single day or in like a fucking week. And then the weight they carry is they sized in too big. They had no respect of the day and they gave it all back and they blew it. Or maybe they blew up their account because they kept full porting, right? Or just the weight of, wow, green enough to walk away for the week. But if I choose to keep on trading, most you're going to risk on that massive green day for the week, 2/3, like 66% or something like that, man. Like, it gets to a point where things are earned. If you want to keep on compounding your account, that's a privilege. Because compounding will backfire on you if you keep on trading and you make poor decisions. You keep on doing what you didn't do that got you successful in the first place, right? And also there's just cycles or there's just days in the market where no matter what you do, it's going to be a small green day. And for some people, that could be red for them, It's not going to be the best overall days. You got to keep your shit in check, reset every single day. And then at the end of the week, just cash out. It's the best way to trade, man. I'm telling you. The smoothest way for everyone in our group to trade is just to cash out at the end of the week. It's a clean reset. It makes this shit real, like, wow, I'm making money. And it's the ultimate challenge. It really is. It sets the tone for the week, man. It's like 1 week is a short period of time, but it's enough time to double and triple your account with our system. It makes things a lot more realistic and it sets the tone, man. It makes shit real. Like, say it's Monday and we had a massive green day. The tone is set. You can't go red for the rest of the week. Whether we're red on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the tone is set. No matter what we do, no matter what you do, whether that's what we're doing or the opposite of what we're doing, or if you're just fucking up in some sort of way, sizing it too big, it's like the tone is set for the week, In terms of a week, it's very, very important to start off strong and to finish green. That's like the smoothest way. The smoothest way we can have members successful is if we start off the week strong in the green and then we finish strong. It's like a perfect bonus for the ones who are competent enough to, have some nice gains early into the week with us. And then let's say maybe in the middle of the week, say we gave back some gains or something, but then we finish strong. It's like the perfect balance. The perfect easiest balance for someone to be profitable here is to go green early into the week and then finish strong at the end of the week. It's a great fucking balance, man. Because if you go red early into the week, then the tone is like, man, I'm trying to make it all back. One of the most important things trading is to just be fucking green, early into the week and to finish strong. But your strong finish, if it weren't strong, it's not going to give back the week's gains, right? So those are some points that I wanted to make, man. But everybody fucking killed it, man. Wednesday was our fucking massive day of the week. Friday's going to be fucking magnificent. But in terms of Thursday, this wasn't our brightest day. So look, man, my personal trading, I didn't make any trades on Thursday. In terms of G-Roar, in terms of his trades, these were the trades, man. This was, you could have been green, but in terms of accuracy and the amount of trades, one of the worst days in a while, which is fine in a way. And the reason why I say it's fine in a way is I want you guys to think of this as more of like a weekly perspective, you know? If we had a massive green day on Wednesday, it's green enough to carry you for the rest of the week. That's the weight that you have to hold. If you had a big green day, the weight you hold is, if you flip red on the week, you're being a fucking degenerate, man. You're being a genuine fucking degenerate. You're not going to be able to survive in the market. Even worse, you're not going to be able to fucking thrive in the market. You know, we're not doing this shit to survive, man. We take risks to get rich. That's why we trade. We're not sitting here saying like, dude, I need to fucking survive. Like, the fuck? Surviving is a 9 to 5. I'm not putting my hard-earned money to fucking survive, man. If I'm taking, like, that's what trading is. Trading isn't survival. People think trading is survival. No, it's not. Trading is not survival. You do have to be able to survive as a trader, but this shit is not survival. I'm taking risk with my money. This shit is hard to fucking do and to fucking figure out no matter fucking what. It's like, dude, this ain't no normal, comfortable 9 to fucking 5 job. Like, the fuck? If I want a nice, comfortable, normal fucking paycheck, I know what to fucking do. But if I'm in the fucking market, risking my fucking money, like risking my shit, dude, I'm doing this shit to get rich. The fuck? I'm not doing this to fucking be comfortable and fucking survive. If I want to be comfortable and survive, I'll go get a fucking job. If I want to get fucking rich, I'm in the fucking market. That's what I do this shit for, man. If something can scale to fucking infinity, then be the fucking best. The fuck? This shit isn't about comfort. Trading is about taking risk. And part of taking risk is losing money. And part of losing money, the best part about actually losing money in trading, if you're fucking competent and not repeating the same mistakes, the best part is the education. That's part of the tuition to pay within the market, man. Like, we don't trade to get by. We don't trade to survive. We trade to get rich, man. The fuck? Compound your account every single week, reset it, and then just keep on. Look, man, the people who are rich inside of Team Roar, this is what they do. They have $50,000. It's a very small portion of their net worth. It's like if they lost it, they wouldn't even blink. It's fucking nothing, right? So anyways, they have $50,000 and they turn it into six figures to multi-six figures on a badass week, multi-six figures every single week. It's realistic. If you trade the way we trade, you can take $50,000 and you can turn it into $150,000 to $200,000 every single week. And then they reset every single week. Because again, there's a weight you carry. If you try to compound that 200 into fucking $1 million next week, the weight you carry is, if it doesn't work out, then you just fucking blew $200,000 like fucking nothing. If it does work out, then you just turn 200 into $1 million. There's weight you carry. You know, rich people are smart. When you get rich, it's not about compounding your account to $1 trillion. It's about, there's levels to money, and part of levels to money is you know, there's different realms. You know, traders get involved in different fucking businesses, and then trading becomes more a challenge because you're sitting there saying, dude, you're making all this fucking money, but I need to get rid of the money. This is the biggest problem that traders have, and this is why actually you won't see a lot of traders take that extra risk to turn like 200 into $1 million next week. This is what they do. They get involved in other businesses, and they get involved in other businesses because the thing about trading is, this is the one thing in terms of trading that trading lacks. When you're trading and you're making a fuck ton of money, this shit is fucking air, dude. You're going to get fucking killed and destroyed in fucking taxes, which is why every smart trader, instead of like them focusing on making more money, they actually realize the next step to take is actually to be smart with the money they make instead of trying to make more of that, and then figure out other businesses where they can reinvest those trading profits into those new businesses as tax write-offs. There's so many things you can do within business, man. Part of trading, when you make it, isn't even to make more money. It's to figure out how to get rid of the money. What business can I start that's low risk, you know, where you can have a massive advantage in if you're good at that business, or if you have money as well, like that helps, can you do where you can, you know, no longer have that massive fucking 50% fucking tax write-off. That's what I'm saying, man. A lot of traders, you know, when they first start making a lot of money, they are actually skipping a step by trying to make more. You would actually think that the smart path would be to make more money trading, but it's actually not. The smart and the more rare path when you start making money as trading is to figure out how to get rid of the money. What business can you start? And that's what I'm saying, man, because trading's already risky enough. Why risk more money when you can start more businesses, man? And if you want, you can keep on risking more money and keep on trying to make more trading. But at the end of the fucking day, no matter fucking what, if you're making good money trading, you have to figure out how to get rid of the money, where to put the money, whether that's in real estate, whether that's in supercars, whether that's in starting multiple businesses that aren't even related to trading. The point is, you have to do something with the money where you're not going to get taxed on the fucking money. You have to store it somewhere. You have to buy some sort of inventory. Like, these are things you have to fucking do, because if you don't, the IRS is going to take half of what you're fucking making. Whereas if you just put that fucking half, you put that fucking money in something else, you can literally start businesses on fucking anything and store it fucking there as fucking inventory. There's so many things you can do, man. That's why I'm saying, think of trading as a foundation to get you fucking rich, you know? And then once you have that foundation set, it gets to a point where you don't even need trading anymore, because you can have other fucking businesses. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how this shit works. It gets to a point where once you made it in trading, you figure out how to make it in other businesses, and then the trading is just the fuck you play money. It's like, dude, I don't give a fuck if I lose the money or make the money. Obviously, we give a fuck if we lose the money, but it's like fuck you money. Trading is like the fuck you money, because at the end of the day, if you think of trading, there's risk involved, and anything can fucking happen. You know, same within business, but business in a way could be a lot more predictable. It depends on how you look at your systems in trading, you know, but the stock market does carry risk, and you know, there is uncertainty within the market. It depends on how you would compare trading to the other businesses you're involved in. That's where it gets more complex is. But the point is, for a lot of people, trading is a foundation that unlocks freedom where they can start other businesses. And then when they're successful in their other businesses, they don't need trading, but they still do it. And part of that, like I said, some will still do it, and some will just look at it as like fuck you money, or they can give a fuck. It all depends. It all depends on the trader they are, and on the system they have, and on the businesses they're involved with. That's what I'm saying. If they're involved with a business where they're sitting here saying like, dude, this fucking shit is like safe, if they compared their other businesses to the way they trade in their trading system, you know, some people might say like, wow, at this point, trading is just fuck you money to me. You know, they'd much rather go all in on the business and just focus on that. But the point is, trading is the gateway. It's the door to fucking unlock all of that shit, where you can just do whatever the fuck you want. You know, for some people, they you know, for some people, they just want more normal lives. You know, they'll pay the IRS more money, fucking live a normaler life, won't get involved with other businesses, and they'll just solely rely on trading. I mean, not a wise decision, because part of trading is a foundation to get you to other places, you know, to get you freedom. And now for some people, that's completely fine. If they just want to, you know, live a more normal life and have hobbies and stuff like that, and they don't want to try to make the most amount of money. But I would say a poor decision to make is to solely rely on trading, you know, especially when you're getting rich trading. The fuck? The point of getting rich is to have other ways to get rich in ways that aren't as risky, you know. And then you start comparing. You have this business here, you have this thing here. You say, oh, this one's more risky, this one takes more of my time, this one I'm not as good at, maybe I should hire this one to manage that. It's an interesting life, man. Trading is genuine an interesting life, and the doors it opens up, you know, for people. They really start seeing like how money is viewed and the levels to it. So you know, like I said, Thursday was not our best day, but you still could have been green. In terms of Thursday, I'll quickly go over it, man. Like I said, in terms of my own personal trading, I didn't make any trades, man. I had so much. That shit hit me at the speed of light, but it hit in the best way, man. I fucking slept fucking royalty like a fucking king. It was fucking amazing, man. But fucking 12 hours just fucking gone like that. That is something I don't like. But like I said, it was definitely needed, man. Fucking weeks of like barely any fucking sleep. And I was out of my hometown for fucking over a month. And I just moved into my new place, and then I moved in, and I didn't just move in. It's like, dude, in a way, it's like part of moving in was moving out. I literally got rid of so much shit. I didn't even remember like half the fucking shit that I fucking had. And I looked at it and I was saying like, wow, this is all like dead energy, man. Like that's another thing. When I was traveling, you know, I was buying a lot of shit too. And like, you know, just experiencing like different places to shop at, different frequencies and stuff like that. Like part of me is bringing that to my hometown. Because like I said, man, I don't come from like a bougie area that has all this like luxury, you know, high frequency type of like luxury shit. But, you know, they did recently, like I said, build luxury places They came out in like 2022, and they're fucking amazing. And I got the best one here, so it's just fucking amazing, man. I mean, one thing, tall ceilings, man. Tall ceilings are fucking amazing. But yeah, anyways, look, man, wasn't our best day. And I'm completely fine with it because, again, this also, not us not having the best days, it weeds out the people who just shouldn't be trading. If their account is that fucking small and they just lose it all, they shouldn't be trading. If they have no risk management, they shouldn't be trading. Also, like, if they can't carry the weight of a big green day, one big green day means you're green enough for the rest of the week. That's what the shit means, man. If we have a day where we make 1,000% returns, then you're green for the entire week and then reset. Like I said, there's weight to carry everything. So if we have a day that's not our best, in this situation, the weight was their account was either too small, they fucking went too heavy, or they just don't understand like the weight to carry. If we have a big green day, you carry that weight for the rest of the week. You have to carry that. If you don't carry that shit and you just give it all back, then what's the meaning in it, dude? The meaning of fucking trading, I explained to you the fucking meaning of it, man, and what you can fucking do with it. It's like reset your account every single week. Now all of a sudden your weekend means something. It's like, oh shit, this is real. There's an extra $1,000, $2,000 in the bank, all because of this group, all because of this community, all because of these trades. It's like, that's real. Now you fucking have more money to enjoy the fucking weekends, to do hobbies, to do shit. Like, make trading real, man. What I can't stand about people who trade is they're not fucking trading. It's like the way they trade is fake. It's not real. It's like, dude, if you full port your account, then nothing, it's not fucking real. I mean, there's systems to full port. I'm trying to speak more to the general like masses and what I'm talking about, but there are systems to be successful full porting your account. It's just the catch is, your entire account is not in your account. It's like you have a fuck ton of money in the bank, and there's ways you can actually be successful full porting. It's an advanced system. I don't want to go into it, dude, because with the shit we have, that's the last thing people should be thinking of, is to full port your account. And if you're going that route, you're going to want to have a lot more money. And it's just unnecessary. With what we have, it's just not unnecessary to go that overall path, man. But it is possible. There is full port systems out there. I don't want to get into that, though, because we don't focus on trading that way or teaching that way, man, with what we have. It's like, dude, we have the best fucking system in the market. We got to keep this as easy, as fucking competent, as simple for everyone as possible to be green with us, man. Like I said, a red day or trades we don't trade the best, it's typically just a situation to just weed out all the people who are not trading in a real way, or they're just not in a situation to be trading. Like, if you're broke, don't trade. That's what I would tell people. If they have no fucking money, don't trade. Just use it as an educational experience if you're going to do it, or just fucking look into prop firms and you could try that route, yeah. SPY puts didn't work out. SPX puts didn't work out. SPX puts didn't work out. So look, man, this was the day. There was 4 fucking losses in a row. I completely get it, man. I completely understand how some people could be red on the day. I don't understand at all how anyone can be red on the week, because we had so many massive green days in a row this week. This was the only week where we started off with 4 red trades. So look, I get it. It's very unusual. But I don't think anyone should be fucking red on the fucking week. And we're going to make it all back and more fucking today. But look, there was 4 losses in a row. I get it. That's a lot. But this is what you need to understand. This is a 400% loss. All right. So 400% loss, 400%, right? Now look at the other trades. So 4 losses in a row. Now look at the power hour. And this is why you always need to trade during the power hour. SPX 6500 calls for 85 cents. SPX 6495 calls for 165 cents. Added to the wins to double the gains. Look at the results. In the money, sold the peak. 75 cents to 750 cents on SPX 6495. 20 cents to 280 cents on SPX 6500, right? So again, we were in on 6495 calls at 165 cents. These went to 755, right? And then we were in on 6500 calls at 85 cents. These went to 280. So we added to the winners, and the percentage gains with both of these combined was well over 400%. So again, this was a way where you could have been green. You could have been green on the day. I mean, do I expect small accounts to be green? Likely not. But anyone with a medium-sized to large account could have easily been green on the day. So just understand, power hour is always an opportunity to make the biggest gains within the market. It's the best time to be trading. If we are ever red in the morning, in the middle of the day, power hour is a great way to bail you out. If we're green as fuck already, power hour is a great way to risk 25 to 50% of your gains to fucking double to triple them. All right. So that's the overall fucking video. For those of you who are ready to be green as fuck today, it's the first link down below within the description. For those of you who gave the fucking thumbs down, I'm not even fucking sure why you're in the fucking group. Like I said, we're trying to weed out everyone who just, this shit's just not for them, or they're just not taking this as a real trading experience, or their account's just way too fucking small to begin with, or they're just not in the right fucking mindset. It's like, dude, we're making this shit as easy, as simple as possible for everyone to be fucking green. If you expect us to literally be at the absolute, we try our absolute best, to get the best results. It's like, think of this shit as a week. That's how I want you to think of this shit, man. All right, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 1,000% gains each day. Thursday, not the greatest day, still fucking green. I could see how people were red though. I could see that. Friday, whether we're green or red, we're gonna be fucking green. But if we wore fucking red, it's like, dude, for the fucking week, we made a fuck ton of fucking money. When you make a fuck ton of money into the week, you don't go giving it all back on one fucking red day. If you're not a real trader, don't fucking trade. We're looking for real people. Real people, real fucking traders, making money, printing money at the speed of light. No fucking bitching, no fucking whining, no fucking complaining, no fucking switching up, no fucking two-siding, two fucking facing masking up. It's like, dude, if you can't have thumbs up that are not on the best fucking days, like, I don't know why the fuck, like, dude, like, what the fuck, man? Did you see what we fucking did Wednesday? The fuck? I get it. One thing I will say is it's just is a little too much. Is a little too much overkill. But shit can happen too, man. But there was a little too much trading. Just a little bit too much trading, especially in comparison to what we've been doing the past couple months. It was just a little bit too much. But we'll see. I already know what the fuck it is that I'm gonna do today, and what the fuck it's gonna be. Unlimited fucking win, unlimited fucking printing. It's gonna be the easiest fucking day to fucking make money and fucking print, man. You guys need to join the fucking group. Get in here, print at the speed of light. If you're a real competent trader, you want a real experience, you want to print non-stop, you want to win a fucking unlimited non-fucking stop, it's the first link down below in the fucking description. I'm reading this fucking comment, man. It's like, dude, I'm saying there's two types of people. There really is. There's people, they lose everything. No, I lost everything. And then there's people who say, man, I made $7,000 on the day. There's two types of people, man. There is no in between. You need to understand, man, when you're in this group, you need to be at your absolute sharpest, in your absolute best. No distractions, clear fucking signal. It's like, dude, I am so fucking clear signal. Do you understand? Like, the way I move, the way I live, there's no distraction. There's no bullshit. There's no like fucking nonsense. There's no fucking just unnecessary chaos. It's clean. I live a very clean life. My shit is all fucking clean, man. When I get a message, when I get a notification, it's meaningful. It's like, whoa, that's like a rare message. Like, whoa, that shit means something. Whoa, there's like weight to that. It's not like some random fucking bullshit hitting my phone. Like, the shit actually means something. Like, it's meaningful, man. The people I'm associated with, the people I spend time with, it's a small tight circle. Like, this is how, like, when you come in here, you need to keep your shit clean, man. Clean signals, competent, doing everything you can to be successful if that's what you fucking want. It's like, at the end of the day, this shit is what you put into it, We put our all into it. We put our absolute best into it, And that's what comes with it, man. It's just shit. Certain shit comes with it. Every once in a while, it's good to have a red day. It's what comes with the game, Every once in a while, it could be good to miss a day every once in a while. There's things that happen in life that are needed, but you got to be able to see what's needed and what's not needed. What's just fucking. There's things that are going on in life that are destroying fucking people, and they don't even realize they're being fucking destroyed because they're so fucking destroyed already, or they're just not aware of it. Like, shit happens, man. I'm telling you, man. You guys need to get in the fucking group. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, how do you lose all the time on the days we're green, 8 fucking plus days in a fucking row with the biggest fucking green days? It's like, dude, 4 losses is 400%. Do you know how many trades we had where we made over 1,000%? So it's like, this is what I'm saying, where the win rate doesn't matter. We have the best foundation. If there's 4 trades where you lose 100%, and then there's 1 trade where you make 400%, and you add it to the wins, you're still profitable as fuck in a situation on a 20% win rate. Do you understand? Like, that's our system. Our system is for everyone to be profitable on a foundation where if we do end up having a day where it's a lower win rate, you know, I know some people, they would say like, dude, you're shit. You had 4 losses in a row, you're shit. I'm like, dude, it rarely fucking happens. I completely understand it happened, and sometimes it can't happen, you know? But part of that is having the strongest foundation where if it does happen, you're still fucking green. And that comes with risk management, and that comes with adding to winners, and that comes with the biggest percentage gains, you know? This is why the worst thing you can do in here is not take the power hour trades. The best trades you could take are in the power hour. Look, the power hour trades are the morning and the power hour trades are the most predictable trades to make the biggest percentage gains. You know, in terms of the morning, the predictability is bullish or bearish trend day. If it's a bullish or bearish trend day, which we will know, the morning trades and you hold them, it's massive gains, but you got to hold them. That's the thing. In terms of power hour, you only have to hold for a short period of time. And if we know if that 30-minute candlestick is going to close green or bullish, then it could be 300%, 500%, 1,000% we're adding to the winners. But the point I'm making is, it's like, dude, I get it. I know there's some weight in terms of a trading group where it's like, yeah, 4 losses in a row. You know, some people, they're not going to like that. Some people are going to talk shit. Some people, they're going to get some red to that, you know, but they need to understand all of the weight in terms of the foundation, and not just the foundation that we have, but all of the wins. We just had like 8 massive fucking green days in a row. Did they not exist? Like, the fuck, man? There's just 2 types of people. There's either one person who's blowing up, or there's the other person who's just fucking printing all fucking day at the speed of light. You got to figure this shit out. But the point is, you can still be green with 4 losses in a row. It's possible with the proper risk management, with the proper account size. But just understand the weight that we carried into the week. We already had 3 massive green days in a row, you know? So if we already have 3 massive green days in a row, it's like, dude, it doesn't fucking matter if we have all fucking L's the rest of the week. It's not going to happen, but it doesn't fucking matter because we're already green enough to fucking quit this shit for the fucking week and reset next week, dude. It's part of trading is risk management. Part of trading is making trading real. Look, spend some time over the weekend thinking about what is trading to you. And genuinely spend some time thinking and evaluating your life, your situation, your trading, your history of trading, and just be real with yourself. What is this to me right now? You know, and what do you want it to be? And figure out how to get it to where you want to be. You know, because most people trading, they're not where they want to be. And they're not even aware or conscious of what it fucking is right now, of what this shit is. For some people, this shit's they're not just like, they're just not. Like, guys, get your shit fucking together, man. Clear fucking signals clean. Clean notifications. You know, if you're going to have notifications even fucking on, clean. The fuck? Keep your shit fucking clean. Keep your shit fucking together. Get your shit in fucking check. Start printing at the speed of fucking light. Being a fucking diamond is a fucking choice, man. The fuck? There's hammers and there's fucking nails in this world. It's your fucking choice on who you want to fucking be. You could be the fucking hammer or you could be the fucking nail, man. The fuck? And there's jobs and there's careers for that fucking too, man. You know? Like, it's all a fucking choice, man. It's all a fucking choice. If you want to have big fucking balls and join our group, that's your fucking choice. If you don't want to join, you don't have any fucking balls, that's your fucking choice. Everything's a fucking choice. If you want to be green, it's all a fucking choice. Everything is a fucking choice. Change happens at the speed of fucking light, you know? That's one thing about change, man. In terms of my experience, shit does have to happen. I think there is shit that people do have to experience and shit that does need to happen and puzzles and pieces that do need to be figured out, but they gotta want to do that shit as well. But man, change is fucking work too. People think you could just change at the speed of fucking light like that. It's like, dude, I don't think change is as simple as deciding, but it is part of it. But people genuinely do have to experience, grow, and learn things and make mistakes to change as well. It's not just about, you can decide to change certain things, like that's real. You can decide to change certain things, but just part of change as well is like, you guys have to experience and learn shit and grow. Like fucking, look, man, 1,000%. You fucking tell me, look at this. This is what we do, all right? You want to see what we fucking do? Look, $105. This is the risk. I like this. I like this. You see how it says minus? This is fucking smart. This is really smart. You see this? There's a cost. This is what we do. You see? September 6/4/30 SPX calls. What's the cost? The cost is your max risk per trade, $105. What does this mean? This means you're buying one contract. You're putting in $105 into this contract. If the contract doesn't work out, you lose $105. You don't lose $106. You don't lose $107. You lose what you put in to the contracts, your max risk per trade, right? This is what we do. We buy something at 105. If it doesn't work, it expires worthless and goes to zero. If it does work, you could sell it at $1,200 a contract and make $1,100 profit, 1,000%. So what I would say to anyone in the group is, if you took this trade and you finished the week red, the shit's not for you. You're not taking this as a real experience. Because look, if you have $100 and you turn it into $1,100 and you make fucking 1,100%, you can have 10, 100% red losses in a row and you're still fucking green. You still finish the week up. You know, most traders can't even finish the week without blowing up their fucking accounts. But you, 1 win, 10 losses, you should still be green, okay? So if you're fucking red, get your shit together, man. Have some fucking perspective. This is the cost to get this. Do you understand? There's a cost. There's a price. It's your max risk per trade. This is your max risk per trade. Everything you put in to the fucking contracts. We had a member put in one contract. That's their max risk per trade, $105. This is what you lose to make this, all right? Sometimes this is going to be 300. Sometimes this is going to be 500. Sometimes it's going to be 700. But you know what? When we double to triple the gains, it amplifies. It doubles to triples that. That's how you get shit fucking rich. Or again, the win rate just doesn't even matter even more because you're adding to the wins. It's like, dude, we have the strongest foundation. If we're doing this every single week and you're fucking red, that's on you. Every single fucking week, we have trades where we don't fucking, not just, oh, they bought at 1, it went to 1,000. No, we sell at 1,000. We sell for the peak. If we buy the low, we sell the peak. If you're good enough to buy the low, you're good enough to sell the peak. Otherwise, your shit's just luck. If you figured out how to buy the low, then you're good enough to figure out how to sell the peak. If you figured out how to sell the peak, then you're good enough to figure out how to buy the low. There is no in-between in this life. If you're good at something, you get good at every fucking thing and in every single fucking realm, and that's what we figured out. So every single week, we have trades where we make 1,000%. If you can't keep that, if you can't figure out how to stay fucking green, if you can't figure out how to be fucking green, shit's not for you, man. Figure the shit out. The fuck? If your account's just that fucking small, then the shit's not for you. This is what we do every single week. How the fuck can anyone be fucking red with 4 fucking L's when one trade is 1,000 fucking percent? Like the fuck, man. This is fucking Wednesday. 1,000%. 1,000 fucking percent. You know? If they risked all fucking 1,000 the next fucking day, then good. They fucking deserve to be red. They fucking genuinely fucking deserve. If you're gonna put $100 in and turn that into 1,000 in a single day, and then the same week give all that back, what I would say is you deserve to be red, you know, and you don't deserve to be in the market. That's what I would say. I would say if you're making trades where you put in $100 and you turn it into $1,000 and you finish the week red, I would say to fucking quit. Shit's not for fucking you. But if you can keep this, if you can normalize this, and we've normalized this every single fucking week, we're making multiple 1,000% returns, then the shit's for you. It's like, dude, we are ending anyone who doesn't have financial freedom, if they have somewhat of an account balance and they learn how to become a trader, you know, you don't just wake up and become a trader. No. This shit takes time to figure out. You know, I don't expect new people or beginners to just come in our group and to get rich like that. You have to figure out our format. Our format works for the vast majority of our members, but you do have to listen and you do have to put the time and work in too, you know? There's shit that comes with it and shit you have to carry, but it's like, dude, all we do is win. All we do is print. Like if anyone's fucking red after 1,000% gains, you fucked up, you know? We did our job. If we had 2 red days in a row, we did our job. Our job is to trade, you know? Our job is to trade so we can do this. If we had one of these and then we had a red day or 2, that's our job. Our job is to trade. Do you understand? Our job is to fucking trade. We are traders. We trade. This is our job. We trade so we can do this, you know, so we can keep this. This is what we're fucking doing. But we have the biggest win rates doing it. We're the absolute fucking best. All we do is win. All we do is print. It's nonstop fucking winning. It's nonstop fucking printing. Look at all the fucking gains just from fucking Wednesday, man. Look at this. Thank you, William, for the morning calls trade. Held through the dip. Listened. Bought some more along the way. Listened. Almost got greedy, but stayed disciplined and sold nearly at the top. What was the profit target? 644 to 645. Where did we sell? The exact peak. Competence. Sold the top at 147. $600 profit in an hour and 21 minutes. Love to fucking see it. Congratulations, man. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is all we fucking do. Look at this. Calls and puts. Fucking bank. $4,000. Stay here for the next 2 years with that, man. $1,000. Stay here for 7 fucking months with that. Fucking amazing. $1,400 profit. Stay here for almost a year with that. It's like, dude, it's fucking free to join the group. Use the game plans, make money, join the group, make more money. It's free to get in. And if you know what the fuck you're doing, it's free to stay. And the shit's all a tax write-off, man. The fuck. Part of trading is a business, you know? It's like, dude, we don't need the world. The world needs us. You understand? We could fall off the face of the fucking planet. We figured this shit out. We figured life out. We figured trade out. We figured this shit out. It's like, dude, we don't need people. They need us. And we love, helping them and providing our services to them. We absolutely love it, When you become successful, when you become competent, it gets to a point where, yeah, you want to be private, you want to be low key. But at some point, it's like, dude, it gets to a point where you want to show the world I'm the best. That group thinks they're the best. Those traders think they're some shit. Fuck them. They don't have what we have. They ain't shit compared to us. There is no fucking comparison. We've created a realm that's not even in their realm because it's all self-taught. It's all self-experience. Nobody's on our level. Nobody's on our realm because it's all our unique experience. It's our fucking DNA. It's rare. It's sacred. It's the heart of cards. Like, dude, you guys need to get in this group. Join the group. It's the first link down below in the description. You're going to print nonstop. You're going to be surrounded by real competent traders. Within the first 3 months, you're going to find out if trading is for you or not. And you're going to absolutely fucking love it. You're going to absolutely love our fucking group, man. So it's the first link down below within the description. If you would like to join us and trade alongside us, you're going to absolutely love it, man. With that being said, I will see you guys all in the chat. We are going to absolutely crush it and finish this week very, very strong within the green, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to this.